Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 63. We're in the middle of the Varnhold vanishing. And we're going to see if we can do some kingdom management from here. The barony is out of reach. It says, oh, is it really? Well then. We'll just teleport back to our barony. Maybe we didn't build what we need to build there. We'll go to Tuskdale. And we will enter our throne room. I'm trying to work through this particular chapter based on some knowledge that I believe is correct. That the game will warn us when we're about to fail. And then we need to go to the Valley of the Dead and take care of the actual quest. But for now, I'm trying to raise my advisors because you have to do it sometime. Okay, let's see about this particular thing over here, because I think it's an aviary that you have to install that allows you to do, and we don't have access to it. What's it take to get the aviary? Let's find out. Right, so you need relations at 3 for the aviaries. If we go over here and check stats, what's our relations? It's 0 of 39 at level 2. Okay. Well then. We'll try to get relations to 3. We have Undead Cyclops attack. And he's already dealing with Undead Cyclops attack. When Undead Cyclops attack, that means you're very, very close to the bigger problem happening. And we have some problems here. And so these things all need to be done before start of the next month, and that's just not going to work. We have Craftsman Strike and we can't put him on it, so we're really in a position where we're going to fail if we try to rank people up, because the end of the month is going to get here before these guys can finish these things. Yeah, so we can do hers, arcane rank up to 3. We can not do him, we cannot do him, and we cannot do him. So, do we want to go try and take care of the main quest now because we're getting sort of backed up here? Seems like the smart thing to do, doesn't it? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a save here, a hard save, and we're going to go try to take care of this quest. Okay, and just to be absolutely certain, I decided to roll the clock forward on the next advisor training just to see what would happen, and we do in fact get the warning about your kingdom will fall soon if you don't address the Varnhold vanishing, and we got the warning about Jubilost being a little cranky because we hadn't gone to the Inconsequent debates. So I say we probably have somewhere in the neighborhood here of well, we know we got those warnings at 14 days from now because it took 14 days to upgrade an advisor, so we have a little bit of time here, and the question is, what do we want to do first? Varnhold or the Inconsequent debates? I have a note here to myself that I should take 2 clerics to go to the Valley of the Dead. So I think the smart thing to do is go north to the Inconsequent debates and do Jubilost really fast and then come back. And we should be able to very easily deal with a lot of stuff. In fact, let's go drop a lot of stuff off. We have teleporters now, so it shouldn't be as big of a deal to be able to do a little bit of running around. We shouldn't have to spend a lot of time traveling is what my poor English here is trying to say. Sometimes my mouth just doesn't operate correctly with the words that I want to say, which can be tough when you're leaving the microphone running and trying to make a reasonable video. We're going to go see Verdell, and we're going to sell about a bunch of stuff. We're going to do our offering to get rid of the junk. We're going to do price in descending order and just get rid of all of this. We don't need this full plate either. I should put that robe on Tristan, but we're coming to an inflection point in the game, and I don't want to do that yet. All these things can be sold. I want to get rid of, anything that's +1, just get rid of. This scimitar is not an upgrade for our boy, so we're going to leave that. The downfall is a giant Bane flaming composite longbow. Wow, that thing is awesome. Okay, and then there's a composite short bow. There's the mayhem. That thing is not useful to us. The ankle breaker. Slow the enemy on hit. And a bunch of kukris because I don't know what Knock Knock's using right now. I could sell at least one of them. And then a bunch of these. We can get rid of all these. Let's save that. What is this? These are +1, +2, +1. Sell that. Giant strength +2. Save the rest of that. Okay. Gonna hang on to that junk and let's get out of here. Let's go see the Inconsequent debate. So we will get rid of Octavia, grab Jubilost. We'll heal on the way there. And we'll give him his special item that we got last episode. The nanites, very nice for him. We got to make sure that we put that on the hotbar so that you can see it and use it a lot because it has different things. So what do we do here? Can we just go, yeah, can we teleport? Where are the Inconsequent debate? The Inconsequent debates are up there. It's close to Olog's, which is close to Olog's Rest. It's really close to Olog's Rest. We should be able to teleport to Olog's Rest. Come down here to the debates. Doink. Or do we have to go north? Probably. We probably have to come in from here. Peaceful Travelers. Well, let's approach and see what they have for us. This will give us a chance to get Jubilost ready. I think we can even camp here. Jubilost, where's your thing? Let's put it right there.
You can keep that for me.
Oh yeah, it goes on his arm. That's right. The braces of archery are gone for him. Lindsay, what are you using? Lesser braces of archery. Oh well, you get the better ones now. And you got the belts of physical form +2. This will give you strength and dexterity, and that gives you con and dexterity. Or belt of physical might, strength and constitution. You need the dexterity one. I like you having a few extra hit points, but you typically don't get in harm's way, so you might as well use this. You can use physical flow for right now, unless what's he got? Physical perfection, strength, dexterity, and constitution. You know what? He needs this belt for hitting things. He needs that belt for hitting things. It ups his dex higher, makes it easier for his bombs to not miss. Not that they miss a lot anyways. Okay, so you have that item, Jubilost. They're supposed to be peaceful travelers, so let's hope we don't get crunched. It's the skeleton. What's he got for us? Anything really good? What's he got? Corrosion, Vermin, Bane, Dwarven War Axe. Wow, Flaming Comma. A Lycanthrope Bane. Heavy Crossbow +2. A Shock Elven Curve Blade +2. Wow, nice. Shock Estoc. The Ratcatcher's Buckler. Vermin. Quenchless Life Full Plate. +2 bonus on saving throws against all spells of Necromancy School. And the Ring of Corrosion. Okay. Nothing we want from you, thanks. But I think we can camp right here. We might as well, because Jubilost is a little wounded. So we might as well just do that. Jubilost. Go over here.
Jubilost, why are you so arrogant? Our party has a commander, and it's not you.
Because there's more knowledge in my head than in all of yours combined. Of course I do as our leader says, but don't expect me to keep my opinions to myself about what we should do.
He is arrogant, and I like Valerie having my back. But Jubilost is also kind of funny. If you're going to make an arrogant character, make them funny. Baldur's Gate learned that with Edwin, who became Edwina for a short time, which was very funny. Not to mention, just all of his quips were really hilarious. Consider. Let's go this way. Oleg's Trading Post. What's up here? Deal with the goblins at Oleg's Trading Post. We should do that while we're here. Okay, the Inconsequent debates. Let's save the game for that. Let's do the debates. I can't remember if this. I can't remember how this goes. Nerd Zotneroppel. A very pale gnome with the dull, brittle hair is scribbling something busily on a small scroll, not looking up as you approach. Ah, here you are, at last. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course! I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move, but still I'd like to know. How did you know we were coming? The gnome shrugs. The host said so. Well, are you going to keep us wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start. Okay. Who's going to read the rules here? Blast, do you want to read the rules? I have to read the rules. Great. I'm going to get 4 saving throw here. What is this one? Fixing his glasses, Jubilos looks at the paper describing the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the Inconsequent debates, year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1, obey the host in everything. Item 2, come in triplets. Item 3, no fighting, no killing each other, even temporarily, even if you really want to, and even if you apologize later. Item 4, the most important one. The participant must say tentacles at least every 10 words. What's this nonsense? I expect to see testicles. Tentacles? I mean a description of the rules of the tentacles. Wait, what the? Am I really talking about tentacles all the time now? Jubilos turns his head from time to side, throws his hands in the air as if trying to close his mouth. Jarix, I'm not joking. This is some kind of tentacles. It's making me say tentacles every few words. Examine the rules. Something is obviously wrong here. Failed the perception check. Wonderful. How did we fail? We failed by rolling a 5. Of course we did. Examination offers nothing. Just like anything else that involves the Fae, the rules scrolls look ordinary and suspicious at the same time. Well, I don't know what to believe. Maybe it's supposed to be like this? So we're just going to leave it as it is? Well, I have a better idea. Let Lindsay buy us some time. I'll talk to the other participants. Don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. All right. Temple Guard. Kobold. A little kobold raises his little snout at you. Greetings. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome help me. Read for me. Aloud. But then scream. I scared. What do you want to ask the host if you win? Dragon. I'll become dragon. Why do you have those gerbos there? The kobold lowers his head. They say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Wanted to go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. I see. You can't be responsible for what happened here. What about you? Nerd Zottenrappel. Pale gnome reads aloud enthusiastically. And the young wizard desperately thrashed about in his fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plants held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him, and immediately... And immediately what? The giant frog says. The other giant frog says, and immediately anything. The left frog is mocking the right one. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant flytraps. Like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. Nerd Zottenrappel looks at you. Hello again, travelers. It seems I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nerd Zottenrappel, and these 2 idiots are my brothers, Vyar and Luar. You suffer from the bleaching, don't you? She is dying from the bleaching. Jubilos' voice. Grim. It's all right. I've still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenrappels don't go down easy. Nerd smiles cunningly. My brothers and I lost our color long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? These fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Nerd's colorless and dim eyes flare up with a mad and joyful fire. Anyone who reads them turns into a frog. So now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? And why are they both frogs? Did they read the rules together? Yes, Nerd responds quickly. Nah, frog on the right says happily. Shut up, Luar, the other frog says. Of course we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting and croaking. The little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true. But he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pole. One turns you into frog, another makes you say tentacles, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely, says Jubila. I see. Well, you're confused, my friends. If one of you read the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How is it that both your brothers were turned into frogs? And if Nerd already saw what happened and knew the rules were charmed, then why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect something? Nerd says. Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read them and put a spell on you? Nerd adjusts her ridiculous helm and strikes a rakish pose. Jubila says, let us just consider the tentacles. Who else would decide to make everyone else say tentacles? And who else would get caught in their own tentacles just for laughs? You're far-sighted and loud-voiced, Nerd says. I like you. Answer clearly. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us, the giant frog says. Our sister's the one who did it. Enough snitching, Luar, says the other giant frog. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. I see. Stop this immediately. And release Jubilost from the spell. Croak. Croak, croak. We're just stupid frogs and we understand nothing. Nerd pretends not to hear anything. Jerix, I'd say let's leave things as they stand. Tentacles should easily win the debates, even with the word tentacles constantly jumping out of my mouth. You think I won't use force, despite the rules about non-aggression? Lift the spell, or else. Oh, we succeeded. Miraculously, we rolled a 19. Nerd looks at you angrily. We spent so much time getting this prank ready. If you only knew how hard it is when there's almost no color left in you. Fine, here you go. Ah, there you are, says Lindsay. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go quickly. Well, we got through that. The host, the hooded creature, looks mundane. But after looking for a time, one might notice the figure's contours tremble and flow, as in a haze. Welcome to the Inconsequent debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Now that there is anything, not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow, then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want, as your reward, for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask, and one in each triplet answers. And always the same one. The others come only prompt. Let's see, it will be you, little kobold, you, Sir Alfrey, you, Nerd, and you, Jetix. Remember one thing. Here at the Inconsequent debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument. And most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. I see. Well, let's begin. Begins, says the kobold, who jumps for joy. Sir Alfred says, we are ready. The knight nods resolutely, despite the tentacles. Nerd Zottenrappel says, all right. Let's see how tough they have it in the first one. The host says, some of you look so serious, and thus we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Jubilos, Lindsay, what's our answer? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons at the academy, Lindsay says. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once, and I don't know where I can hide from them. Jubilos says, let's see. We are dealing with Fae in the first world. They told us clear that the trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the first world, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Ulas, one of the Tain, the walking mountain. Okay, its own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? The little kobold frowns desperately. Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith and divine intervention, says Sir Alfred. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles and a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. Nerd Zotneropoulos says, a teleportation spell. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. The host says, we have heard you. Now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains, but that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over a house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of all our motions, action, and decision. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? Know this, a secret. A little kobold looks as if he's about to cry. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart, Sir Alfred says. I swear by my tentacles. It can belong to himself or to his righteous cause, or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. Giant Frog says, fine. Look how I can roll my eyes. Nerd Zotneropoulos says, fools, concentrate on the competition. And the host says, this won't do. We won't accept the answer from the Zotneropoulos triplet this round, but you are a spectacular eye roller. Now, as for the other answers, the heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose hearts belong to beautiful women and a beloved mother, plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and a delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow weaker. A secret is a good answer. The more souls know it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplet wins this round, Baron. Here the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilas? Considering that the question is asked by a representative of the Fae, the answer can be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored, because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living creature, something that is born within us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each new day brings something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. I'm going to say ambition. I'm not sure Jubilas is right. Ambition. Well, something we're born with. Yeah, let's go with ambition. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? The little kobold grabs his head, stressed. Maybe it's dragon? Nerd Zotneropoulos says, it's curiosity. It is born with us. It grows day by day, and it saves us from the bleaching. And if you only knew how many it's killed. Sir Alfred says, I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacles is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually, it could break free and kill us. But tentacles must admit the same beast gives strength to villains and tentacles. Poison we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answers, says the host. Except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count, alas. Curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we describe must by its own nature grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. The same thing can be said of ambition. Many have none and many lose it over time. Well, we have only one answer that fits our terms to some degree. The inner beast. Sir Alfred, you win this round. One final trial and we will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game Night Dragon Snag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the snag. But if the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. And that's why the snag defeats the knight. Okay, so we all know this is rock, paper, scissors, but have you ever guys ever heard of rock, paper, scissors, nuclear bomb, cockroach? That's my favorite. The cockroach survives the nuclear bomb, and the nuclear bomb pretty much wipes out everything else. It's pretty awesome. Children's games, Jubilas says. Great. These are the inconsequent debates, says the host. Why not play a game? So, you break up into pairs and yell out your chosen word at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeat the one who shouts dragon, and the one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag, and snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfrey against the kobold, and Nerd Zottenroppel against the baron. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're playing against Nerd Zottenroppel. What's she gonna do? Snag or dragon? We know that the kobold's gonna say dragon, and the knight is gonna say knight. So she's probably gonna say what? Snag? So we should say dragon. Sir Alfred says knight. The kobold says dragon. This was all too predictable, says the host, but charming in a way. The host is obviously enjoying the game. It's a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. Sir Alfred wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. They're going to say snag, so we're going to say dragon. Dragon, Nerd Zottenroppel says. Nerd shouts, performing a spot-on impersonation of the kobold, then falls over laughing. Looks like her own amusement is more important to her than the competition. A tie. Let's go again. On 3, 2, 1. Fine, we'll say knight. Is she going to say dragon again? Snag, 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 snag. Hooray, says Nerd. Nerd Zottenroppel wins this round. Don't sigh so mournfully, Sir Jubilost. Your disappointment when we call the flowers within 100 steps wilt and die. Besides, all is not lost. The results have yet to be tallied. The final pair, Nerd against Sir Alfred. 1, 2, 3. Sir Alfred will be knight again. Nerd's going to say, what? Snag? Sir Alfred takes a deep breath with his mighty chest, but then the curse takes over. Tentacles! Oh, yeah, of course. Nerd begins, but then she hears what her opponent has shouted, refuses to finish, and double overs with laughter. No one wins the round, the host says. Well, it was fun anyway. And now it's time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplet of the Baron and Sir Jubilost wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is rare praise from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies, Sir Alfred says. I swear by my tentacles it was a worthy struggle. Baron, the host says, as the voice of your triplet, you may ask us the one question promised, and another question besides that, as an extra reward for the ingenuity or luck you demonstrated in the competition. Jarex, do you remember the fate of the... Jubilist suddenly stops talking. He opens and closes his mouth, but makes not a sound. Have a silent spell, mate. Nerd Zottenroppel says. I love it. Now what's he gonna do? Come, brothers, let's run. The host says, now everything is in your hands, Jarex. Think well upon your questions. We will answer honestly, but I don't know is also an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the first world might know. I see. Well. I see. I want to know why the gnomes left the first world. There is the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this, and that is why we present you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th in 10. It will be easy to find if you read who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black feathered messenger. The second is 12 times in 12 and is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now. It's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will be twice defeated. Put the 2 numbers together when the moon leaves her path near the waters of the Candlemere. Find the one who will open the secret. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a... The host says, first walk the road. and then you may accuse us of being senseless. But in the end, you won't. I see. Well, what other questions should we ask? Well, we know about the bloom because we know. I don't care about the organization. Any suggestions for a good pet name? No. I want to know who my love is and with whom I'm bound to tie my lot. We would like to know why this question is so popular, the host says. All right, let's see. This hasn't happened yet, and this we've seen. So for you, it's in the future, and this is a fragment of the past, an important one. The host keeps mumbling like this for a while. We see no one in your heart. It seems you prefer the solitary road, or you haven't yet met with your desire. That was your final question. We have the answer, and yet we don't. What an adventure. Baron, we'll have to discuss this further on our return to the capital. Farewell, Baron Jadix. We almost forgot. The host turns to the kobold. You little creature. You didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. Kobold jumps from joy, but then carefully asks, pointing to his gerbos, take my friend? Yes? All right, fine. The hooded creature laughs. Listen all, the Inconsequent debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effects of the Zottenrappel tricks and bid you farewell. Well, nerd is gone. Find the culprit and win the debates. We did. So now we can go. Take our people and we'll exit out of here. So our friend Jubilost has got some amount of satisfaction from that. Let's teleport to Tuskdale. Let's go inside our chamber and see if anything that we said changes with Jubilost here. We need to talk to him. Okay. There he is. Let's see what he has to say. They are no match to my ingenuity. Oh, really? Discuss the events with Jubilost. Yes, I'd like to do that. But there he is, and he won't talk to me. Okay. Jubilost still won't talk to us right now, so I think the most pressing thing to do is probably move on with the quest. Unless there's somebody else. Oh, well, he's not even there anymore. He took off. Let's see. Does Jubilost have... Is it one of these things? Is it a Kingdom Affair thing? No, it doesn't look like it. Undead Cyclops. Good Neighbors. Craftsman Strike. Strategist. Giants. Okay, he's not there. And he's... Oh, and now he's back. There he is. So that's what we had to do, is go to Kingdom Management and come back. Baron, I never properly thanked you for your help at the Inconsequent debates. Happy to do so now. Hope you don't think me entirely ungrateful. Have you figured out anything about that riddle, the host's answer to your question about the gnomes? Not quite, but I'm working on it. I'll certainly inform you of my findings. I must admit, such an answer is quite in the spirit of the Fae. It must lead somewhere, and I will find the trail. See, well... So there's the riddle. And now we say, I was surprised that you didn't want to be freed of the Zottenrappel spell. Why did you willingly suffer it? Jubilost locks hands behind his back. Well, you see, I understand well what the bleaching is, what a fatal effect it has on gnomes. Those poor fellows were acting like that for no darker motive than desperation. Their foolish jokes allowed them to live just a little bit longer. Don't you see? I don't mind becoming the joke myself, for a while, of course, and not if my life was being threatened. I let someone live a couple days longer. So you let them continue the prank to help them? That's a worthy act. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. Jubilost folds his hands over his chest with a contented look. Talk about something else. All right, we're done with that. So, he is done, and we are now going to head out and try to take care of the main quest. We're going to make a save here. Okay, we're ready to go. We're gonna leave here. We're gonna replace Jubilost with Harim. We have 2 clerics. I don't know why I have that information that says I need 2 clerics. Only because I know what's gonna happen with Tristan here. But we want to go to Silvershire. And then where we want to go is over here. So we're gonna cut down through here. Cut down through here. We probably should have grabbed that node. And then this way. There's the Shivering Glade. I'm not sure if the Shivering Glade is...
My strength betrays me.
Is one of the locations for that big long quest that I've referenced before with the wizard. Okay, so we've been stopped. Some people are tired. Let's buff then. All right, our group here is mostly buff. Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. Didn't really tell us what we were getting into here, whether they were hostile or peaceful, so I'm assuming since it's this particular map that it might be hostiles. Oh, is she doesn't have that on?
Any fun to be
Buddy.
had?
Give her this. What do we have here? A bag. Okay. That was entertaining. Is that all you got for us, Owlcat? That? Little bit? Gotta be more than that, doesn't it? I'm using up all my buffs because we're gonna rest. Oh, it's our friend, the Black Raven.
I've got a message for you.
Whatever.
It's time to pull off the masks and answer for your deeds. My master has seen enough, so he summons you. Come, kneel before this land's true ruler. Embrace suffering, embrace pain. Surrender your spirit to Mordecai, the chosen of the 4 horsemen, and the keeper of the Oculus of Abaddon.
Maegor Varn was the ruler of this land. Your master stole something that didn't belong to him.
Maegor Varn and his minions were impostors without rights and honor. Soon, the empire of Mordecai will rise from its 1,000-year sleep and reclaim its lands. One such as you will serve this future in life or in death.
Your master is responsible for what happened in Varnhold then?
Yes, and it was well-deserved punishment. One who dwelled in that town stole what was not his to possess. He trespassed in the master's sanctuary, defiled it, and brought what he stole to the place you call Varnhold. By doing so, he incurred the wrath of my master.
But what happened to Varnhold? Where did everyone go?
My master's knowledge and power are great. The Oculus of Abaddon has granted him even greater power. It was the Oculus that brought about his revenge over the impious ones.
Yeah, you didn't answer my question. All right. The chosen of who again?
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The rulers of Abaddon, archdemons, harbingers of death and destruction. The greatest, the horseman of death, Charon, deemed Mordecai worthy and granted him a gift. The Oculus of Abaddon.
Yeah, so Abaddon, a wasteland of infinite and apocalyptic proportions that is home to the daemons. It is dominated by the citadels of the 4 horsemen, but includes vast stretches of uninhabited wastelands and smaller holdings of minor warlords and vassals. Abaddon holds the headwaters of the river Styx, which flows through the Maelstrom, often touching Hell and the Abyss to eventually pool below Pharasma's Spire. I'm not afraid of your master. Tell me where I can find him.
Go to the Valley of the Dead. Pass the gates and face the challenges that await. If you survive, my master will meet you in his sanctuary.
And what awaits in the Valley of the Dead?
The gates bar the entrance to the Valley of the Dead. Only the one who has the key or sacred knowledge can pass. Once my master barred the valley from the outer world and the lesser races such as yours. Thus my master could focus upon his research and rule the Empire without the pathetic rebellions and petty wars of your kind. You have a choice. Find 3 incense burners hidden in the tombs of traitors who imprisoned my master in his sanctuary, or conjure darkness, which is able to open the way to the Valley of the Dead. This way or another, you will be able to pass the gates, and my master will seal your fate.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming.
I have no doubts about that. I'll meet you in the sanctuary.
I don't remember the part about being able to conjure darkness to get in there, so that's kind of cool. I like that. I don't think there's anything else we need to do on this map. I don't think there's anything worthwhile. As long as there's an exit point.
Wait. We need to talk.
Oh, here we go. What?
The Valley of the Dead the Raven spoke of. I know it. An ancient evil is buried there, from empires since turned to dust. Being cautious is not enough. If you go there, you must tread quietly, or you shall awaken dark things indeed. A tomb lies in the heart of the valley. That is where the evil sleeps. I know I cannot sway you from going, but if you must go, please let me help you. My faith may help when spells and steel may not.
We travel together, and I shall follow you to the Valley of the Dead. And then we'll see what happens. Well then, off to the Valley of the Dead, shall we? We need to rest. Make our way along the rest of the way.
May we have a moment of respite?
You may, but if we could make it a little bit further, that'd be good.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay. You're all poopered. Let's rest.
You know, Harem, I don't think your Grotus cares about his congregation. What's the point in worshipping him?
And what's the point in venerating the other gods? All they promise their followers is empty fuss, pleasure, war, magic. For his part, Grotus teaches us to accept the inevitable with dignity.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem very fun. Okay, the Valley of the Dead, baby. We're here. Now we have to do some candle lighting or incense burners or whatever such things they are. Let's go here. Is our stupid black crow going to make another show of it? Okay. Yellow ancient bones lie scattered among the sparse grass and shale. The tower and gate blocks your path. The pillars flanking the gate are carved from the mountain itself, and both the gate and the pillar rise so high they are obscured by the mists above. The gate is sealed, but you see no lock, not even a handle. Light the 3 incense burners from the tombs and hang them on the hooks on the center of the gate. Clouds of smoke billow from the lit incense burners, streaming out through the Cyclops' eye sockets. You quickly realize the smoke isn't rising, it's encircling you, engulfing you, until all around you is darkness. And if we could have cast a darkness, we could have got in there. Well, could bypass the sisters altogether. Okay. Are we going to run into enemies here? Let's make a save in case we got to go back here. I assume we're going to run into... Oh, nope. We don't need the buff yet. Okay. Now I think we just need to travel. Yep, so we're beyond that. That's that Mordecai's tomb. Okay. Can we actually grab that? Is that part of this? It's not part of our kingdom. Tour of Levensies. Oh, okay. Now we have to wind our way around. So windy through the mountains. Just killing time to kill time. Are we back with our bird friend again? What do you got for me, bird brain? Oh, game is autosaved. What do we have? Enemies? Valerie, what do you see? I don't want to be caught with my pants down here. There is something over there. The Harbinger. A +4 Giant Bane Earthbreaker grants the wielder +3 insight bonus to AC against undead's attacks. Oh well, Valerie, I know you've had these other weapons, but you should probably grab that and put that on. That's going to be a big boon for you. You got the Masterwork Glaive, you got the Troll Reaper, the second Execution. It's an Undead Bane Great Axe, but you're going to be way better off at this. So if you did this, your to hit is going to be 16 and 17, and this will be considerably higher. Okay. That was nice. Knowledge, world. Lindsay, what do you got for us?
Applause, please.
The tablet is covered with the names of dead Cyclopses buried in the Valley of the Dead. The list ends with the statement, "May the Mordecai's army rest in peace and ashes until it rises on his demand." Okay, well. His demand, eh? Are we in his demand territory yet? Are we gonna fight anybody just yet? Oh, there we go. Let's buff. We're hasted and ready to roll.
Who will prevail?
Let's see how hard these guys are to kill. Thick-skinned. Level 15. 12 undead, 3 fighter. Okay. Lindsay, you go first. We can't miss these guys, so why don't you just do Inspire Greatness? Can we make them fall down, maybe? Nope, he's saved. Okay, let's let these guys come to us then. Karim. I don't think there's anything else that I want you to do. Maybe put skeletons between them and us. But Tristian can also do that. I'm not going to have him do it yet, though. I want to wait. Let's wait for one guy to come over here. Okay, let's wait for the other guy. And he's saved. Okay, that was a big hit. Let's get me up here. I'll take these guys one at a time. Let's try to get him out of here. Okay, perfect. Now, you can't sicken him. They're undead. Want to use some undead against him? Or just want to try to do the normal thing here? You can also hit him for positive energy. How much damage is that going to do? 12 apiece. Minor. Go over here, my friend. Do this. Do a little cold on him.
I'll cut you.
Nice hit. Valerie, smack him around.
Let us strike as one.
Oh, she's badass with that thing. Oh, that's kind of huge. Wow. Okay. He's gonna try to cleave if I put some, and he might hit me if I put some animate dead up there. Not sure if I want to take that chance or if I just want to use Cure Light Wounds on her. What the hell? Let's do that. Lindsay, he's not going to fall over. Spell descriptions. Mind affecting and compulsion. Those are all the things you're really good at. And those are all the things they're immune to. Remove fear. Make him fall upside down. Good hope, which we already basically have. You can't dominate him. You can't hold him. Can't even hold monster on him, I don't think. Nope. Shoot him then.
Serves you right.
Well, that's too bad. Oh, he made me fall over. Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. You turd. Fine. Jerk.
Die for me.
Hopefully he doesn't fall over because... Oh, my God.
Do not falter!
Well, there's Valerie. She can save the day. What's over here? Jump. Let's grab those things, though. I see, said the blind man. Further on in to Vorticai's tomb.
My strength betrays me.
Just a little further. You can do it. Now you're close. Let's camp here.
Hey, do you have some horrible secret? Maybe you like to drink, or you used to be an inveterate gambler? It's just that when I'm writing about you, you just come out flat. It's unnatural.
Truth be told, I don't really understand what you mean.
Oh, all his best parts are hidden, honey. Literally and figuratively. Keep track of passing time. There's the quest marker for it. So, we'll fail in 59 days and 18 hours. So we do have some time. You do have a lot of time after that. That's nice. 60 days. That's what I had been told. So we're going to enter the tomb. And I'm not entirely sure how much time we need to go through this thing. So, Vorticai's tomb. Well, I assume the thing to do is buff here. I hear footsteps. Somebody's walking around. Okay, we're buff. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. This is when Jubileus bombs are really nice, but I still have that note about needing 2 clerics, so we're going to see what that means exactly. The raven's here. You came, Mel. Past the ancient gate through the valley of the dead. You struck down all who stood in your path. Despite the danger awaiting you, you still came. My master knew you'd be a worthy servant. One more step, elf. The sanctuary of my master lies beyond. Accept your fate without fear, and Vorticai will be merciful. But remember, once you open the door before you, there's no turning back. After I walk through this door, I hope to never see you again, Crow. Don't waste your breath on foolish jests. My master doesn't like to wait, and you've been trying his patience long enough. So through this door, eh? There's nothing else in this room? Okay, through the door. There's a pressure plate. Okay, let's try a couple of things here. Lindsay, you may occasionally have cause to shoot a weapon. So let's give you the downfall, which is a giant bane weapon. This is what? +1 chance to slow the enemy. Well, what are you using right now? Enhancement +1. Trade this one in case you... Well, no, hold on. You do this. Grotus boy. You do this. What do you got right now? Ankle breaker. Yeah. Best you do that. What is he wearing for defense? Explorer's belt. +2 enhancement bonus to constitution and resistance to saving throws against disease, fatigue, and exhaustion. Okay. Sure, we can roll with that. You've got what? A +1 ring of protection? Swap that out. This is what? AC. This enhancement bonus AC increases to +2 against attacks of orcs, giants, and goblinoids. Yeah, but you gotta have this. Headband of alluring charisma. Let's keep that on for you. Okay. Oh, lesser bracers of archery, dude. You can wear that. Sure. Let's set everybody up ready. Oh my gosh. So what else? Let's go. You had what?
I'm still here.
Death ward on me. I don't know if this is going to be applicable on anybody. I'm going to put it on me and we're going to find out. Let's do the other last couple of buffs we have. Let's do this. Bear's endurance on you guys. Unbreakable hearts on
Share
you.
your troubles.
Do you have any of those spells ready? Nope. Okay. Let's roll. Let's hope this is enough. Otherwise we need to camp right here and then do it again. Oh yeah, we got to do what? Stand on this thing over here. Grotus boy.
draws near.
That one seals. And that comes in and we're immune to poison, so it's no big deal.
Dust you will go.
Okay. Lindsay, why don't you get out of the way of this? Just fire off one of these. Christiane, where are the rest of them coming from? Right there in the room. Okay. Perfect. I got just the plan for you guys. They were gonna ambush us. That seemed like a given. So let's skeleton them up. Let's busy these guys so we can kill them one at a time. I will do the hasting here. And which guy's gonna move first? That guy? Okay. I'm gonna try to get a little bit out of the way, or I'm gonna move myself over by this guy. Yeah, I want to be over by him. I want to be over by him so that when my guys, if they crit, I can add my damage to it. So he's gonna walk over here. Oh, he's gonna walk over and get engaged with the skeletons. Okay, cool. We're gonna do you and go over here and hit him in the face.
Bleed for me.
Okay. You're gonna run over here, do this, try to smack this guy, crit him. That was a big crit. 118 damage. She nailed him. Oh my god, did she nail him? Wow. Well. Grotus, my boy. We got 3 of these guys. Where are they at? There's one there. Oh, there's 3 of them over there. Okay. The best thing you can do is try to just gun him down and make him slow, maybe. Not if you're shooting 3s. Yeah, there's the cleave. But that's okay. We're not too worried about that. Lindsay, you should wait. You might want to do some fire spell damage. Can you get over here? You can get way over there. Go. Hellfire Ray, or is it? Oh, it's a Hellfire Ray. It's not the snake, is it? It's not the snake. Okay. You're not going to be useful to us for much longer, so do this. That works.
Fear me.
Would like to get a critical hit on him. That'd be great.
Stay behind me!
Oh, she is just a menace with that thing. Okay. You're gonna go over here and launch some more skellies. Put them right there. Make those guys fight the skeletons. I don't even care if they hit. I mean, if they do, that's great, but the objective here is not necessarily to worry about that. I should have just had her shoot a bow and arrow, but that's okay.
You deserved it.
Okay, you. In that case, why don't you do Hellfire Ray on that guy? That was properly destructive. Okay. Everybody's properly destroyed. Let's go over here. You're gonna heal everybody. One more time. For good measure. Okay. We're in traps land. This is disappointing. I got through this next section here.
I found something.
I got all the way through it and got in a fight, and Valerie died. And I had saved, and the save had not taken. So, once again, screwed. Really disappointing when you save and you think, oh, I've got to save. Like right now, I'm going to save it. And then you're thinking, I know exactly where I can go back to when this fails.
I wrote it like I saw it.
And it's not there. I just generally really hate traps in dungeons, especially when they're put in places where all the enemies are walking.
To victory!
Okay, so Doofus is here. Lindsay, you're gonna do that, and this time you're gonna do this. You can't cast that spell? Okay. Does she have that spell on her? No. Okay, stop. He's gonna do it then. What's she got? Make it so she... There we go. Does she have anything else to help out with AC? I know we got some potions in here. Really, I like this. Plop that up there. What is this? Potion to vanish? I don't care so much about that. Blur. There we go. That's another 20%. That might take. Let's do this. Okay. Now you. No! Now he's exposed. We're probably gonna die again. Okay, can you get the hell out of the way? Thanks. Good job. Okay, what do you want to do here, Harim? Can you shoot one from there?
Repent!
Okay, Lindsay. What we really wanted you to do, plot one of these down. Yes, like that. Oh no. No. It's just not working. I'm just getting frustrated. Just things that I want to do aren't working. Okay, now do this. Perfect. Concealment. Okay, I got crunched. Harim, give me a level 4 clear up here. There we go, buddy. Lindsay, can you manage to shoot one of them by moving back a little bit? Which one? Who's gonna go first? That guy.
Serves you right.
And then me. I can take out whichever I want. Go with that one first. There we go. You need to come all the way. Well, you can get to him from there. Okay.
I'll cut you.
Too bad that wasn't a crit.
Let us strike as one.
Okay, he's down. So just shoot at him, buddy.
Repent!
Gonna walk up here and get one swing and he missed because of concealment. Great.
Your life ebbs low.
You deserved it.
She's doing some pretty good damage, that bow. Critical hit by the team. Love it. Okay. And we're all healthy. That's good. Now where are we? We're in a cave system. Okay, let's save the game here. I don't know if we're close to the end of Mordecai's Tomb or how big is this map? Oh, this is a big map. We got a long ways to go, I think. Okay, let's save all the rest of this for the next episode then. I think that'd be the smartest thing to do. So everybody, thanks for watching. As always, dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.